and was like bored, and there was an AFC Wimbledon match, and decided to grab tickets and like went with my family, and just had the most wonderful time. And everybody there just like took us in, and made us feel real welcome. And so ever since then, I've just kind of, and then I learned the story and the stuff with Milton Keynes and all of that, and that the team kind of rising back up through the leagues, and the tiers and everything. And I just got involved, got interested. So just support them a bit, and and check out matches whenever I'm around. It's a lot easier to get tickets to see AFC Wimbledon than it is to see Spurs. That's for sure.
What's your first?
But Spurs all the way. I got a Spurs tattoo. Silly of me, probably, but Tottenham all the way. I don't think AFC Wimbledon are ever going to be in the Premier League, unfortunately for them. So no conflicts there. Yeah.
So you're a Spurs fan through and through.
Yeah, unfortunately. No, just kidding. It's fun. I love Spurs, and I have since first match I saw him play. Aaron Lennon is the player who really got me into him. What a fun guy he was to watch. End product, but he was definitely exciting. That's for sure. So
ex-league player, ex-league.
Yeah, hell yes, absolutely.
Even though you don't win anything.
Yeah, hey, I mean, we haven't won anything in a while, but
I'm going to put him over here.
I enjoy. But no, I enjoy it, and just really hoping that. Yeah, I don't want to say anything mean. I don't really mean it. I was just hopefully Liverpool can clinch the title this season. Just kidding. I don't want Liverpool to either. Liverpool beat us in the Champions League.
I can't believe you still not got over that.
Jez, I've been watching you for quite some time now. You won't know who I am. You've got so many guests, right? But you and Lee Gunner, good old Lee Gunner, you've both got the same attitude regarding the club, the mediocre in the fan base. And I know that you want success, and I know that you've got your issues with Arteta, or had them at least last season. Are you warming to Arteta now, Jez? Do you think he's going to actually bring on the silverware for you this season?
That's a great question, man. It's great to chat to you as well, actually. Yeah, I chatted about this earlier on today with Kenny Ken. Yeah, the question is this, mate. The question is this. Arteta has brought us to a point, right? And a lot of people are giving negativity that celebrate the draw. No, I wasn't celebrating the draw. What I was celebrating was the fact we're still in a title race. We're 2 points, two points, right now behind Liverpool, and it's a long journey, right? It's a long journey, and good old boys coming over into your channel. I just want to say, sub to JSY people. Come on, sub to us.
Yes, absolutely.
Bonus link.
That's the smartest thing you said today. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice one. Yeah, get back to you, man. Look, it was a negative game. It was a negative game yesterday, right? But Arsenal did a job, right? We are the first team to go there for a long time, right, and not lose. All right, we walked out the door with 1 point. Yeah, it's not the result I wanted. Yeah, I called a sneaky, stinky 1-0 win. But the thing is, man, we're still in a race.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Let's put it right. Yeah. Liverpool, Man City, they can all slip up. They can all slip up, right? I mean, when you look at what Liverpool have got, they got Sheffield United home on Thursday, right? And they've got Man United away, Palace home, Fulham away, right? And they've got Everton away, West Ham away, Spurs at home, Villa away, Wolves. Last game of the season, Wolves, right? Yeah, everybody says Arsenal's got the worst running. Yeah, we have. I get it, and I see it. Yeah, but the fact, right? Liverpool haven't got an easy running, man, and North Man City.
Agreed.
It's not over yet. It's not over.
No,
I will not give it over. Right, I will not give this game up. Right, until second to last game of the season. Right, and the fact remains, I would love it when we go to top, right, and win the championship for the third time in. But we'll see.
Guys, I'm going to shoot. So I need to be up early in the morning. But thanks for having us on, Jess.
Make
Good
sure
seeing
we're
you,
checking
buddy.
Robbo out, yeah? Peacock or White.
Thanks very much,
See you in a
guys.
bit, Robbo.
Have a good night, guys.
Hey, have a good one, buddy.
Cheers, guys.
and Colin, you've got a big you play both Arsenal and Man City, don't you?
Yeah.
With Tottenham. So you can make a big decision in which way.
Exactly. It depends on which Spurs shows up. You know what I mean? We could just be giving points away, but no. I think yeah, you're right. It's kind of cool to have a hand in how things turn out. But I just want us to go play our game and get all the points we possibly can. But
It's
yeah.
going to be a big ask, man. It's going to be a big ask. You guys, right? You guys, Tottenham, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. You know, when you've beaten Tottenham, man, and for the North London derby, you know the hate, you know how it works, right? And you ain't going to want us coming down the lane and winning again.
No, hell no.
Third time.
No, I know. Well, it's gonna be a tough match. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I don't know how much Spurs you know, but we learned the other day that Van de Ven, one of our defenders, is a very, very important player in the team. We got Dragic over the January transfer window, and he just has stepped in and not looked very good. That looks like our weak point right now. So fingers crossed that Van de Ven is fit and healthy for whenever we play you guys. He's integral to us, right? To the way we play right now.
Fact.
It's going to be an exciting run.
Smash the subs, smash the bloody subs, and smash the lights, people. Come on.
That's an insane growth in an insane amount of time. You guys have been doing work. Proud of you, Jess.
We will.
Colin, you're only into your. I hope the Jess don't mind me saying this. You're only into your first season at Rebuild. You know, it's going to take another 3 transfer windows before you start really seeing a difference in Tottenham.
Yeah, that's what Pascal said too. That's the exact number of transfer windows he mentioned was 3. And you're right, definitely going to take some time to get. We have some players that have been at the club for way too long that aren't good enough, and I feel like their attitude is also not good enough. And yeah, like you said, get those guys out, get some new blood in. I think we're looking good. And just the fact that this first year into this rebuild, like you said, and we're already, looking at probably some kind of European football next season. To me, that's an accomplishment. I think Spurs did themselves not a disservice, but the fact that we were doing so well at the beginning of the season, fans' expectations got like up here, when in reality they need to be somewhere in the middle. We got a little too high on ourselves, and so whenever we fell off a bit, the sky was falling. But really, like you said, first year into a rebuild, we have a manager that likes to play attacking football. It's fun to watch. That's a big thing for me, coming off of Mourinho and Conte. So yeah, things aren't bad at all. I'm happy as a Spurs fan right now.
And we've got Carl, AFC, Mama's in the house, Mama Flossie, Let's come on, smash these lights up. Come on, let's get it there. Let's get it. Come on.
Everybody follow. Everybody's everybody. That's what it's all about.
Let's get it there. Right, what are we going to talk about?
Man, just all kinds of stuff.
Quick question, Jess. Would you take Big Ange at Arsenal?
Sorry, man. Say again.
Would you took Big Ange at Arsenal?
No. No chance in hell. No chance on earth, man. No chance, man. The thing is, big question. I'm going to ask you people. Right? If Arteta not get it over the line, right? If he doesn't get it over the line this season, should he leave?
100%.
I just want to I'll ask any of you. I'll ask any of you. What do you think?
I think that's still part of the game.
It's hard for me to answer. He's gotten a lot more time than I expected him to get. And they've shown that it pays dividends to give your manager time and to let them implement a system and get the players they want. So I mean, good on you guys for seeing that and giving him time when you had those first couple of seasons with him that weren't stellar. But yeah, I don't really have I like him there. But unless you guys win the league, and then I want him to go. But I was Acers. I was surprised that he got the job. He didn't have a ton of experience at or any experience at this level. I mean, he had been an assistant to Pep, obviously, but shit, 32-6, man.
You've cut down. It's normally 60.
Yeah, what did you think whenever Arteta got hired? Were you at all? Were you skeptical?
I didn't want him, man. I didn't want him.
Yeah.
No chance. No, look. Let's put it right. Yeah. He was a bit part player at Arsenal anyway. He was a 10:30 signing on the last day of the January transfer window. Panic buy. He was a panic buy.
I know all about those, unfortunately.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, no, I didn't want him as manager. He was a novice. Yeah. Fair play. He's done what he's done, right? But right now, he's got to get it over the line. And that's my question to you lovely people. If he doesn't, 5 years in, £800 million spent, £800 million, right? He said he wanted his own team. He said that.
He's got it.
Yeah. So if he doesn't win the Premier League or the Champions League, my question to you is, should he go?
Yeah.
I think it puts Arsenal maybe in a worse spot, though, because you're stuck with a bunch of players and a manager who maybe doesn't want them. I don't know. I just feel like it's going to hamstring the absolute shit out of you guys monetarily because you spent so much money recently on these players that haven't yet performed, but they were for, they're for Arteta. And, I don't know. I don't know who you stick in there in his place. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know the answer.
There's plenty of people out there, man.
Who would you want, Jez, as Arsenal manager if Arteta went?
Yeah, who are you looking at?
Simeone.
You think he would go? I for some reason I see him at
I see him getting buried at Atletico Madrid, if I'm honest.
He seems like he's there forever, but I don't know.
Look, the fact is, look. I respect. I mean, I don't want to drag your channel into an Arsenal thing. I came on here to talk about Leeds. Let's get it right, But the thing is if he doesn't achieve what he's striven or put himself out there, let's put it on the table, right? He said, Arteta, Arsenal will win the Champions League within 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't happen, did it?
No.
So, now we're into year 5. 800 odd million pounds spent, right? Yeah. Do I trust him to spend another 200 million? No. Fact. That's it. If he doesn't get it over the line, then sorry,
He's failed.
He's failed. He needs to go down the road.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Jess.
How many?
Not to us.
how many top flight managers? I'm talking. I'm being respectful here, but Premier League managers, right? Would that have happened at Chelsea? No. Would that have happened at Chelsea? Have we
No,
spent?
he wouldn't be given the time. He wouldn't have been given that much time.
No, he'd have been gone. Would
Yeah.
that have happened at Liverpool? No.
That is true. No, you're right.
Would that happen at Manchester City? No.
No.
And that's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, it's a Reece question. If we had Tony against City, would we have won that game? No, we wouldn't have done, because the game was totally set up, right, for a fact that Arsenal and Arteta went there to get a breakaway. And I honestly don't believe that Tony's that sort of player. Sorry. Right? People, midfield was not good yesterday against Arsenal. But then again, nor was Man City. It was going to be a negative game. I said it's going to be a negative game, because both teams are going to fight, and it's going to be a nervy one. Yeah, we were under pressure for 20 minutes in that first half. Yeah, fact. But we defended it the way that we thought we would. I knew we were going to do it that way. Everybody criticised Odegaard yesterday. Yeah, his incisive play was shit, right? But if you look him off the ball, yeah, he was helping out the defence. He was helping out Rice. He was helping out in that defensive midfield type of position, which is not his normal position. And we got out there. We got out of Manchester with a shaky 1-0. Sorry, 1 point. Right? Man City won't be happy about that. You ask any Man City fan. I chatted today. They were really seriously not happy about that. Arsenal went to the Etihad. We got 4 points off them this season, right? Got 4 points off them. Yeah, they don't like that, and that seriously pissed them off. Now we have to go again. Now we have to go, and we have to go up against the teams we got to play. And yeah, people telling me, oh, certain channels, American channel, right, telling us we've handed it to Liverpool. Up yours, fella, because you talk bollocks. At the end of the day, right, you don't know Arsenal, that little mug, right? A little mug. He doesn't know Arsenal. He's never beaten an Arsenal game, right? Never beat the Emirates, never beaten Highbury. They don't talk to me about we've handed it to Liverpool. Sod off, man. Can't deal with it. Anyway, sorry. Rant.
Rant away.
No, that was a good rant. I like it. Call people out. It's fun. But no, big up, man, and it's really, really nice to meet you, Jess.
Yeah, pleasure, man. Always,
Yeah.
always. Even though you're a Spurs fan, but there you go.
Exactly, right? I'm still good. I'm still a good people. You know?
Shots fired. How long has Arteta been in charge at Arsenal?
How long has
5
it been?
years.
Yeah.
5 years.
It's been 5 years. This 5 years this November.
Yeah, if you don't get past the line, I think he's going to go.
I think he's got to go.
Yeah.
18 trophies he's thrown in the bin.
Yeah.
18. Would your team, Leeds United, accept that?
No.
Have you seen our past record of managers?
No. Shocking.
I'm just trying to say, Jez, I think that you guys have. I'm glad that you guys haven't chopped and changed managers every season. It's never good for a team to do that. And so whoever you get after Arteta, you need to have a similar thing where they're given time, and you know you don't want to get on that Chelsea merry-go-round of managers. You didn't go well for them. You might win. I don't know. You might win something along the way, but I don't know if you're not going to get that dynasty that you know somebody like Manchester United had. But maybe that's over. Maybe there's not going to be that anymore. I don't know.
point.
wary of the constant merry-go-round of managers. I'm hoping that we actually let Postecoglou finish out his tenure. It'd be nice.
But the thing is, mate, at least at Spurs, right? Yeah. Look at how many managers you've had, right, in the time that Arteta's been here.
Yeah.
You fixed it up twice. 3 times, actually. 3 times, right?
Yeah.
At least you're trying. At least you are trying. I think you've got a bloody shit management base. Personally, my Levy and that lot are a joke, right? But at least
You're not wrong.
Yeah, Chelsea were relentless. When they had Abramovich, they were relentless. Do you remember? You remember when Conte won the Champions League, and then they sacked him.
Yeah, I mean,
What can I say?
Ruthless. I guess
in Premier League football, right? Top flight football, in the Championship, in the Premier League, you can't take any favours. You've got to, if you want to achieve the best, you've got to be relentless. Right? That's it. End of story. Right?
Fair enough.
Right?
Fair enough. Yeah.
What I'm saying, I'm not an Arteta in, I'm not an Arteta sexual, because I said earlier on my stream earlier, right? Yeah. It's Arsenal Football Club, not Arteta Football Club. Right? Let's get it right. Yeah. Arsenal, one of the biggest clubs in English football history. Yeah. Right? We don't counter or kowtow to anybody. Yeah. The fact is, if you are I think the shocking thing is, right, we are in the top 10 European teams in Europe, right? And we've never won a Champions League.
Mm.
Yeah. Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, Aston Villa have done it, but we haven't done it. So, yeah, it's frustrating, man.
Big up, Cooper.
Anyway,
how's it going? Good night.
Hey, Kuba.
Good
A little
night.
more.
Yeah. Good night for Leeds, considering what happened earlier in the day, wasn't it?
We needed it, Cooper. We needed it. We needed it just to clean on to coach strings, really.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, talk. Sorry, it's just sort of piqued my interest some of the talk, obviously. But when we start talking about Spurs and Arsenal, but just thought just chime in quickly about Arteta at the moment. As much as I hate Arsenal, and as much as I think Arteta's been a joke, I think you are at that point now where you're challenging for the league title. In previous seasons, you would have folded at Man City. You didn't do it. So I think you're actually at that point. Throwing more money at it now is not going to help, because City will keep doing that. Liverpool will keep doing that. I think you've just got to have that rub of the green now and get lucky. I think you're up there. It's a 3-horse race this season. Last season, guaranteed you were going to fold. Season before, you'd shown that. But you got a bit of steel now, and I think that's mostly down to what Rice does for you in the team. So Arteta, like him or not, he's actually doing things. He's just taking a while doing it.
I totally agree with you, mate. I totally agree. Great comment. Well said, fella. Well said. And the point I'm trying to make is this, right? Arsenal are challenging. And look, I'm not sitting here saying we've given this league away. There's a lot of, the point I was trying to make is there's a lot of people on YouTube right now, yeah, saying, oh, we handed it to Liverpool. We're giving it away. No, we have not given it away. We're 2 points behind Liverpool. They can cock up. Man City can cock up. So can Arsenal cock up, right? We've got a long way to go, as you quite rightly, sir, have just said, right? And we're challenging for it. The biggest thing is, and I'm going to put it right to you right now, yeah? The big game is going to come when we've got to come to your ground.
Damn right.
That's the one. Because if we are, let's put it on the table right now, yeah. Okay. if we are in the position where we might be winning the league, you are not going to want us to win the league at your ground for the third time, are you?
No,
You're
not
going to do everything. You're going to do everything.
absolutely not happening. Even if it takes a pitch invasion.
Yep, battle of the bridge
There you go.
style. You know, we're gonna be rough and tumble. There's gonna be some crazy tackles, I think.
And anyway, I thought the idea was really talk about Leeds, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, we just have a bit of a chat after anyway about any team. It's a fan channel, isn't it? I don't mind having a chat about Arsenal. We're all good tonight because we won. We're all happy as Leeds fans because we won. We're all good. Nice to hear from different clubs, though.
Just wanted to say something on Patrick Bamford. We were talking the other day, weren't we, about when he started off. He looked really good. He had that season where he banged in a whole load of goals, looked really good player. And it's fallen off since. Today, I think, is the worst game of football I've ever seen him play. I thought it was absolutely shocking. He wasn't good in the match before. What's happened to the fella? He used to be good at least holding the ball up and stuff like that, but when his goals dried up, but there was just nothing. He was so bad today, I thought Timo Werner suddenly looks good.
Yeah.
The thing is, cool, but he
No.
did score. He did end up in net. He just didn't score the goal.
Yeah, sort of got that part.
I mean, that is a good question. What do you guys Leeds fans? What happened? What happened to him? What did he just? Is he just like out of form and lost his confidence, or what's up?
I don't think he got the service, me.
Yeah, I still think he's our best striker at the club at this point in time. Even though he missed that sitter, I still think he's our best striker.
I honestly think he's a good player.
It wasn't just the one, though, was it? He had a couple of chances at least to put the game well beyond them. That's kind of worrying. That could be the thing that derails you.
Yeah, but Bamford's one of those players that'll have a crap game
Early doors football.
and then go out and score for the next game.
Yeah,
Smash
maybe.
those subs up, people. Come on. Everybody that's jumped over from my channel. Come on, smash them up. Come on. Let's smash those subs up.
Cooper, quick question I want to ask, and I'm taking it away again, I'm sorry, but right, Cooper, right, Arsenal spent 105 million or whatever it was on Declan Rice. Do you need to spend that sort of money if you're serious about challenging for the title? Or can you get away with spending 50 million here, 40 million there?
I think we've got a long-term project here. The fans don't like hearing the word project, but that's what it is. Somebody mowing the lawn somewhere.
Is this washing machine that's
Sorry,
going?
son of a bitch. Yeah, sorry. I'll fix it.
Where have you got washing machine next to the fucking computer?
It's the best comment all night. Yeah, I think we're just in the. Unfortunately, when we use the word rebuild, it is true. We don't like hearing it, but we assembled a squad that's been so poor for the last 5 years that we're not going to be able to fix it overnight. So we're looking at sort of 3, 4, maybe more windows to get in enough players to build a squad of just good players, so they're interchangeable and the standard doesn't drop. When we've got to that point, that's when you start looking at the £100 million players. That's when you go into from that team that finishes third, second, and wants to go that extra mile. That's why I'm kind of envious about Arsenal at the moment, because that's what they've done over the last few years. They've built slowly. They've learnt the new style of play that Arteta wanted. They had to be patient and staying in 8th place finishes. Must have been very hard for the fans at that point. We're all laughing, but you could see them improving every season. And they kept doing that. When they got into the position where they're challenging last season, they had to go out and spend big on exactly what they needed. And that was Declan Rice, and it's proving the good choice. We're nowhere near that yet. We've got to just build a decent team. We've got to go like a sort of high-end version of what Brighton have been doing. Get in that system of play first. It's taken a while. Start of this season, we couldn't play out from the back to save our lives. It looked like we were going to concede the moment we got a goal kick. But that's taken. We fixed that fairly well. We're doing it okay now, but it takes time. And players coming in. I think Colin's a bit harsh about Dragoshin, but I think the problem he's got is the reason he's not in the team to start with is because he's just not used to the other players around him yet. They haven't got the understandings in place. You could see that with the doggy and him. So we've got issues. We've got issues with players coming back from injury and not performing well at the moment. And we've got a lot of players that just were never good enough anyway. I know Colin likes Timo Werner, but I always say that if any of the other so-called big six had signed him, we would have been laughing at them. We would have been laughing at their level of desperation. That's where we're at with him. I think, it's just we're at different phases now. We're at the phase Arsenal were at 3-4 years ago. That's the sad reality of it. We're on a rebuild. I think it's happening faster than they'll do it, though. There you go. That's a big wad of info.
Yeah.
No, but it was good info. It was good. It was intelligent stuff. So thank you, Coop.
Cheers, mate. I wasn't trying to put you down, Colin. It's just
No.
with things. That's all. Yeah.
No, it's okay. Yeah, Werner will turn it around. He'll make you love him. I promise. But yeah, definitely, we are absolutely going to rebuild, and I really hope Postecoglou gets the time to do it.
More confident about Brennan Johnson, to be fair. But,
weirdly, I hope you're right. I pray you're right. We spent a lot on him, so hopefully he comes good.
I think football fans, I think the thing what we're lacking is patience. At any club you support, you want success. And I'm talking in general, we want success now. And, we are willing to wait.
Okay. You're right, though, Kels. He's still with us next season as well because nobody wants him. You're right.
yeah,
And he's right. He's going to be starting for me. Thanks,
we've
Jamie.
got a lot of players like that as well.
He's still got 2 years on his contract.
Get rid of Jed Spence.
Trouble is, the longer he stays with you, the
That's
more
how
his
many
wages
years he's
go
got
up.
on his
and less
contract,
people
Danny.
want
No
him.
one else wants him.
Yeah.
You guys interested in the Jed Spence? Can I interest you in the Jed Spence? You guys?
No,
Going once, going twice. Fuck off back to Tottenham. No.
Oh man.
I'll give you a Kit Kat and a packet of Quavers for him.
Deal done. I didn't have that to begin with, so
A 4-finger Kit Kat just to get it out there for Rennie.
hell yeah, I could go for a Kit Kat right now.
He's kind of like vomit flavored ice cream, isn't he? He looks good, but then nah.
Yeah.
You know what you guys are going to have to do?
Arteta kind of looks like a lady, I think.
Tottenham team and see which players you'd have from which team. That'd be a good stream.
It would be a lot of everybody just picking players from their team, I feel.
Would have a Kane.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta be realistic. There's definitely some players from each team you put together for a super team.
For me, I like Thierry Henry at Arsenal, Patrick Vieira, Sol Campbell. They were good players.
Oh, don't do
Sol
that.
Campbell's.
Well, yeah, that was a bit of a sore one, but yeah. Ashley Cole. I like David Seaman, though, to be fair. I don't think we're good goalkeepers. I like David Seaman.
They're good players. If you take your sort of your Spurs hat off, you've got to say, yeah, they were damn good players.
When they were, like when they won league and went unbeaten all season. That's the answer.
Raw nerve saying Sol Campbell to a Spurs fan. Ooh.
I know. I like coming in hot though, Jez.
And dare I say it was on a free. Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
have you got a channel? Have you got a channel?
I'm on 3 Spurs boys with Bobby K, but we don't really do football. We're football related, but all we do is mess about.
No, okay. I was going to say.
Having said that, we do have a serious stream on Thursdays now. That's just kind of new addition. We challenged ourselves to see if we could talk actual football.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, well,
I want to mess about.
Yeah, we all talk shit, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
fucking didn't know you were still on.
Yeah,
Lee, yes.
I'll try and find you, man, and we'll do a show sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Don't mind going up, popping on anyone's show. If I have a laugh, it's good enough. I don't care which club they're from.
Hey, look, mate, you haven't watched my content, yeah? I know that. It is pretty light-hearted. Yeah, I get into rants. I do. Yeah, I do it. Right, but I have some great people on there, and it's all friendly shit, you know. And we have some debate. I'm going to get Jess on. Yeah, I'm going to bloody drag her on there, and get her content, get her out there, and yeah, it's all good fun. It's you know, look. The thing is, what I believe is this, right? Yeah, we're all different fans. Yeah, we're all of us here right now. Yeah, but we can all come out with great content and have a great time, and that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, yeah, I've had arguments. I've had loads of. I've had some serious arguments with some people on YouTube. Seriously, you know, I'm a pretty hot, passionate Arsenal fan, but most of the time, it's a good laugh and a good banter. And I like getting different people on just to have a different debate, basically. And so I'll come and find you, man, and I'll get you up.
All you have to do is shine the bat signal, kind of like Batman. If you just shine in the air, Kuva will see it. He'll know. He's always around.
Do you know who's the most misunderestimated YouTube channel I like it? It's Lee Gunner. Because he speaks from heart, doesn't he? He wears his heart on his sleeve, but he knows his stuff.
Wait, who is this?
Lee Gunner.
I like Lee Gunner.
Yeah, I like Lee Gunner.
I've never met him.
I've never met. You've never watched Lee Gunner?
Never.
Wow.
But I will.
He's the real one. I like him. I do like Lee
He goes
Gunner.
on this channel quite a bit, does Lee Gunner?
Lee's on every day, man.
Yeah.
I feel.
Lee.
Oh, never mind. I know this fella. I know him. Never mind.
Would you? Brother, would you?
Yeah, old Budgie's here. Be up, Budgie. Old mucker. Yeah. Good boy.
Hey.
He's a good boy, Budgie. Top fella. Proper West Ham man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, he is. He is.
What?
Hey, Jess.
Any of you guys, any West fans? West Ham fans. I'm doing a show at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Told you I'd drag them in.
Would love to have you.
Jess, I told you I'd drag them all in. So unlucky.
It's all good.
They're all here now, and you got Luca now as well, and you got
You brought the gang with you, Jez.
Tony. Yeah, they're all coming in. Smash those subs, people. Let's get this to 1K. Right.
Yeah.
Night, James. Here
James,
comes
see you,
Stacey.
buddy. Night, James.
Back again.
Hey, I think I'm gonna go grab some food because I'm hungry. But I'll probably jump back into if you guys are still here. But it was wonderful seeing everybody. Made some new friends, and Early Doors Football TV. I will find you. We need to do some work together tomorrow. But awesome, thanks guys, and I'll talk to everyone soon. Everybody, make sure that you subscribe to Jess if you have not. If you're here and you're lurking, subscribe to get her up to 500, then 1,000, then 5,000. Who knows? To the moon.
No, don't go 500, man. Go 1,000. Let's go big.
Straight to 1,000. I agree. But all right, everybody, thank you again. Big love, and be nice to each other. See you guys.
Cheers, Cole.
Bye.
Take care, all.
Sorry about that. So youngest one was kicking off, so I had to go sort it out.
Your husband's a big Leeds fan in these days. Arsenal fan, sorry.
Yeah, he's a big Gunners fan, yeah.
Anthony's in the chat. How's your tractor? Mate? How are you?
Hang on a minute. No, he hasn't sold.
As soon as you come back on there, that was it.
I'll back in 2 seconds.
All right.
What would you be happy with, Jez, this season? Which trophy would you take, the Champions League or the Premiership? What means more to the Arsenal?
That's a good question, actually. I don't think we've got the team for the Champions League at this point in time, to be honest. So I'm going Premier League. Sadly, let me just say, I just don't think we got the squad at this point in time to win the Champions League, unfortunately. So I have to say it's got to be Premier League for me.
And then, would you be happy for Arteta to stay?
If he wins the Premier League, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
If he gets it over the line, my point, what I was trying to say earlier, right? If he doesn't win the Premier League and he doesn't win the Champions League, he's two races here, right? Yeah. If he doesn't win either of them, then he's got to sod off. He's had his time. That's it. Done. Sorry. You had your chance, man. Goodbye. Well done. Thanks for what you've done. But you're not a proven winner. You tried your best, in my view, but we need to get somebody in that can actually do it. Simple. It's a hard life. It's tough.
You can't be sentimental in football, can you? There's no room for sentimentalism.
I actually genuinely believe Arsenal got as good a chance with either of those trophies. I'm just not convinced they'll do either.
I think Arsenal win.
You've always said it, haven't you? He's always said it. He's backed Arsenal that way, hasn't he?
I mean, Champions League, we are talking about knockout now, so it's just cup competitions. Anybody could beat anybody. You just need to have one really good leg and then hold your own in the other. You're through. So league's a little bit different. You've got to be consistent in all of those remaining games.
Yeah.
So although the difficulty of overcoming somebody in the Champions League might be greater, you can do it. You can get over the line. Let's face it, we got to the Champions League final, and that season we were awful. Our league form was terrible, all over the place.
Cooper, do you think we would have won it if Kane was 100% fit?
No. Lots gets said about that cup final and all decisions made and everything, but I just think we lost to a better team. I mean, Liverpool, Van Dijk and Alisson, that was making the difference. Even when we had spells of good pressure, the saves were being made, the tackles were there. They always had a way to counter what we had. And Harry Kane hasn't always turned up in some of the big matches either, so there's no guarantee it would have been better if he'd been fit. Might have had a better chance. Perhaps we could have done something different. Perhaps luck might have gone our way. Perhaps we wouldn't have got a handball given against us harshly early on. But these are all ifs and buts. At the end of the day, we lost to a really good Liverpool side. So, that's as far as it goes for me. I can't put the blame on a manager because they have to make a choice at some point. So, I mean, if it goes right, they're going to be a genius. If it goes wrong, they're going to be the devil. So that's what goes with the territory, isn't it?
True. Very true. Very true.
I think that's what goes with Arteta now. You can criticise him all you want, but if he does win something, he's proved himself. If he doesn't, the question marks are still there. It's harsh as football.
I hear what you're saying. My question is that what is just is a great statement you've made is that the Champions League is a knockout. It's a cup game. It's a cup, isn't it? That's it. Yeah. So it's all out, win or lose. That's it. End of story. Right. I just don't think personally. This is my opinion. I personally don't think with the side of the Champions League we've got, right? We've got to play Bayern Munich, then we've possibly going to draw Man City or Real Madrid. I'm just not convinced at this point in time. And I want to be proven wrong. Please, I want to be proven wrong. But I just don't think we've got the depth to do it.
That could prove crucial, yeah, for sure. I mean, the likes of Nketiah isn't. I don't rate him in the slightest.
Oh,
but,
man, Jesus Christ!
you might at some point have to rely on him. That's the truth, isn't it?
Forget him. He's an absolute waste of space, man. You know,
that's the same boat we're in. If we lose some of our first team, the backups are not backups. They're not fit for purpose. I suppose you'd be saying that with Leeds as well, wouldn't you?
100%.
Sometimes you need something off the bench, and you look at it, and there's like Pirro and players like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying to you. I think Arsenal have got more ability, maybe, right, to actually go for the Premier League. I just don't think we've got the depth right now. Right now, I don't think we've got the depth in the Champions League. And yeah, somebody asked me this question the other day: would I go for the Champions League or the Premier League? Of course, I want the Champions League. Of course, I do. We've never won it. You know, we got once there. We got the Paris and we got cheated. And I'll stay to this day, we got bloody cheated. Right. Yeah. And that was never a bloody sending off. But anyway, that's a different story. But the fact is, I don't think we've got the depth right now. Back then, we had the players that could win the Champions League. Right now, can I honestly sit here and say to you, yes, we have? No, we haven't. Can we get the Premier League? Can we get it over the table? I think we can. Just saying.
Interesting. Wouldn't it? Well, it's more likely going to be missing players for some of the Premier League, isn't it?
Possibly. Yeah.
Well, there's literally more games to play, so isn't it more likely you'll have some injuries for some of the Premier League games on the running?
Oh, I better read this out. You need to
that's why I left it up.
Idea for your next show. The best 11 from the 89, 91, 98, 2000, 2004 league. Winning sides. It's regards to the rest of our season. We can take it at one game at a time and not rely on any other team to do our favours. True. Yeah. I was funny enough chatting to Kenny about that. So yeah, thanks mate for the super chat. Right. I'm gonna have to try and share this now with yes.
Oh, good. Yeah, cool. One field to answer.
Okay, one Premier League winners trophy doesn't mean any manager has proven himself. It comes down to the next season and after that. Over 4 years, he hasn't proven himself. Yeah, you're right, but it's a start, isn't it? You've got to start with winning something. At the moment, the question that's being thrown at him is he good enough to get you over the line? That will prove that he is good enough to get you over the line. So, I mean, I can't tell you if that's going to be he's going to be one of your all-time great managers from then on. Nobody can see into the future that far, but you look what's needed right now. It is just get that title. And I think that now Arsenal.
That's my charger.
I think the fan base in some ways is falling into the trap that we used to fall into. We look back at the past and think that's our team now. And you look at Arsenal, yeah, they had a fantastic time when they won the league last, but that's 20 years ago now. That time has really gone past quickly, so all of a sudden. And now you're the team also looking into the past about the glory side that you used to have.
Exactly.
Times are different. You need to recapture it.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Totally agree with you. Spot on.
Well, Leeds even more so. They have to go back, not quite as long as we do, but what? Well, no, you won it in the beginning of the Premier League, didn't you? Howard
Yeah,
Lewis.
91, 90. The last team to ever win the old first
version, yeah. But I mean, again, it's like
Lucas.
Again, it's 30 years ago, isn't it? It's time ticks on quickly. And all that's forgotten very fast.
That's what annoys me. See, this is what annoys me. Luca, support the bloody man.
I can't say no.
Yeah, say no.
I'm not saying no, well, Luca.
Seriously, Luca, it's not over yet. You know, we've got another 9 games to go yet, fella. You know, support the team. Don't support Arteta. Support the team, right? Fact, I'm telling you. I've been here and seen it and done it. We've done it before, man. We've done it, right? 2002, right? We were shitloads behind Man United. We overtook them. We won it. So don't write us off just yet. Big up, Del Boy. Hate negativity.
I don't like negativity.
I'm used to it. I'm Spurs.
The thing is, though, mate, you know, you can give it a call, yeah, you can give it because at the end of the day, you've been there, seen it, and done it, right? I've been there, seen it, and done it for way too long, right? At the end of the day, don't write it off, right, until the last day of the season. I've seen Arsenal win it, right, 2 games before the end of the season. Yeah, went to Old Trafford, we did it. Right, last game of the season, 89. Everyone wrote us off. I was there at Anfield, right, and we won it. Right, we had to win by 2-0. And I can tell you right now, right, when we were travelling up there, everybody was like, "Nah, this ain't happening. This ain't happening. This ain't happening. Nah, fucking go to go to Anfield, winning 2-0. Good God, we haven't won this since 1974. This ain't happening." Right, we rocked up there, right, under George Graham, got in on that pitch, right, and it was like dodgy. Second half, we took them apart. Yeah, they didn't know what to do with us. Kevin Richardson, all those sort of players, a lot of players that a lot of Arsenal fans right now would never bloody heard of. Yeah, Rocky Roadcastle, all those players. Yeah, steamed in there, got the job done, walked out there 2-0. Thanks very much. Won the league championship, Division 1 at Anfield. Not teams can say that. Not many teams can say that.
As much as I hate,
writing my team off.
As much as I hated to see it, that remains one of the most iconic matches in the last 50 years. There was, it's up there with that Aguero moment when Man City sealed the title, things like that. You just don't forget it. If you were there watching it, or even watching it on TV live, it was wow. It was so maximum drama, last minute job. Yeah, remember it well. But again, it's one of those things you just got to take your hat off and say well done. It's a huge win. That, like you said, if it had been at another ground, wouldn't have been perhaps as significant. But because it was Liverpool and they were the team at the time, yeah.
That's my program from when I was there. One of the most iconic games I've ever been to in my life. At the very young age, back then, I was 30 years old. There you go.
You've aged well, Jess. You've aged well.
Like a fine wine.
True. True. Good point, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Why is Lucas a negative?
Luca.
Luca.
Luca. He's all right. He's a nice guy.
Why is it so negative about Arsenal?
Don't know.
If from outsider point of view, I'd say it's because you've thrown it away the last couple of seasons.
Yeah. Unfortunately, look, Jess, there's way too many negative. Right. I'm not ultra positive, right? I'm not an AFTV sexual. They are the worst people in this Arsenal fan base, right? Because they will float along with whatever they think is right. Yeah. and I've got no time from Uncle Fester and all that crew. I've got no time for them, right? No time at all, right? Because quite honestly, if I met Uncle Fester, I'd punch him straight in the face. The guy's an absolute liar.
Danny, run!
Yeah,
Couldn't
the guy's an absolute fucking clown. Sorry for swearing, but
yeah, God, mate.
the fact remains, right, is I state it as I see it. Yeah, I've been around this club for way too long. I won't have false negativity, right? And if people don't like it, they don't like it. And that's how I am. Yeah, if people can hate me, they can hate me. I don't give a flying shit. But I will say it as I see it. Right? And right now, what I'm seeing is I like it. But if Arteta fails, he has to go. That's it. There's no other question about it. You know, let's just put it straight on the table and say, if you don't win the Premier League, man, if you don't win the Champions League, you need to F off. Right? Go and manage Leeds United. You do better there.
I think if you do get rid of him for that reason, you've got a very limited amount of managers you could really go for then. Because you'd have to go to like the Simeones, the Ancelottis, the Mourinho, somebody of that sort of stature.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Right.
The winners, proven winners.
Yeah, it's about getting that over the final line, isn't it? That's what it comes down to then.
Yeah, but they have got it over the line. That's what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, Mourinho did it at Chelsea. Conte did it at Chelsea, right? Ancelotti, right, has done it, yeah, in Europe. Proven. So why wouldn't an Arsenal fan, yeah, right, want a proven winner?
I'd love to see you get Frank Lampard.
No.
Nobody wants to.
Do one. Go back down the lane, mate. Go back down that lane.
Are Leeds going to get promoted, Chess? Do you think?
Leeds? I think so, yeah. Yeah. I'd love to see Leeds back in the Premier League. Seriously.
So would we.
Yeah.
So would we.
Seriously. I grew up. I grew up with a history. When I first went my first Arsenal game in '68, right? As a little kid, yeah, I remember watching the great Leeds United teams. Yeah, Billy Bremer, Johnny Giles, Norman Hunter, yeah, Peter Lorimer, all these great players that you had, right? Ankle biters, right? Yeah. I remember, was it Leeds United Sunderland FA Cup final?
Yeah.
Yeah. 73, was it 73?
Yep. Yeah. 73, yeah.
You had a great team, and you've had great teams since. When you won the last Division 1 league title before we become the Premiership. Yeah. Great teams. I mean, Leeds United back in my era, yeah, were a fantastic team. Hated going to Ellen Road. Hated going to your ground because your fans were shit houses. Seriously, all kinds of drama. You know, never a nice day out with you boys. I won't lie. You know, it's always a bit of a problem. But great team. I love Leeds United. And I like, you know, all those, like, well, I won't lie, Newcastle United, probably my second favourite team. Fact, because of their fan base.
Yeah.
The reason I love Leeds United is your history, and I love your fan base. Right? Because the one thing about your fan base, you never walk away.
Yeah, there's a few clubs that have been in lower division even that are just underperforming for years that shouldn't be. You like the likes of even Villa, Newcastle, Sunderland, Leeds. All of these teams should be top half of the top flight all the time. It's shocking when you see them sliding down the tables. I mean, God knows what it must feel like to be a Sunderland fan nowadays.
Yeah.
But I mean, I remember them sellout crowds challenging near the top of the first division all the time. Back when it was the first.
Yeah, we now Quinnan.
I remember going to see Carlisle United, Arsenal, right, as a little tiddly kid, right, my granddad, right, when they were in Division 1, 1971, right, going with my granddad on a train up to bloody Carlisle United, which is like a million miles away from where we were in London, right, and going up there in the freezing, sodding cold, snowing, got up there, right, and the game was called off because of snow. I mean, that was a great day out, that one, right? You know what I mean? But that's what you did as a fan, back in the day. And I was, 12 then? I think I was 12 years of age. But as a fan, that's what you did.
Yep.
And if you love your team, the fact is, you love your team, right, is you'll go anywhere to support them. And you just can't get it out of your blood. Seriously, all you lovely people here right now love your teams. Yeah, there's no question about that. I can hear the passion. I see the passion. Yeah, I did it. I've done it. I had a season ticket for 41 years, right? And I went everywhere, every time. And it caused me dramas. It caused me real dramas. When I first got married, and I'm still with my wife, but everything. But I've been to 2,585 games. Cost me a bleeding fortune. And people ask me, right, why are you not happy about Arsenal right now? Well, because I want them to win. Oh, well, it's a building. We're building. No, bollocks, fuck off, man. Right? My team hasn't won a Premier League for 20 years. I expect the best. That is what I pay for. Right? That is what I expect. I was not a supporter all my life since 1968. As a little kiddie, right? And expect to see failure. Not with a club of our stature. No way. Bollocks. Not having.
That's something I agree with. Same for me, different periods of time. Like when I was a nipper, the first trophy I saw, Spurs won FA Cup in 81, followed it up, won another one 82, win the UEFA Cup in 84, Cup final again in 87, win the FA Cup in 91. And I was brought up being used to trophies are a regular thing here. And then all of a sudden, we nearly go bankrupt. And it's become a really rare thing now, embarrassingly rare. And you hear people saying, like, fans like me are entitled because I want us to win trophies. No, bollocks. We're a big club. We should be winning trophies. All big clubs should be striving to win trophies, not just sitting around there making up the numbers. And this does go for Newcastle, Everton, Leeds, Villa, you name it. Anybody that's got serious home following and generates that kind of revenue or fans turning up on the day should be up there challenging for titles every season. If you're not giving it your all, you're failing. You're letting down your team, letting down your fans. And some of us remember what it's like to win things. And I'm sick of getting belittled by, saying I expect us to go out and challenge for trophies. We should all be doing that. We should all be demanding it from our teams. And it's up to the team. It's up to the club to provide for the fans, not the other way round.
Totally agree.
Yep.
Totally agree with you. I've never actually been to your new ground yet. When I lived in Islington, right? I mean, I lived right opposite Highbury. I lived in Avenel Road. Yeah, I was born and bred in Gillespie Road, opposite the North Bank. Lived in Avenel Road. Yeah, right. So I am proper Arsenal. Right, you cut me in half, and it says Arsenal. And I used to go every home and away to when I was old. When my mum would let me, when I got to 16, I was allowed to go home and away to away to White Hart Lane, which is always a mission when those times the dramas of football and all the shit was going on and violence and all that crap, right? But the passion in those games, you know it, you've been it, you've seen it, right? You've been to it, yeah. It's something special.
Yeah.
It's something else, isn't it? It's something else. I'm sure it's pretty much like when I've never been to one. Liverpool, Everton, home and away. I've never been to one. Man United, Man City, never been to one. But I'm pretty certain it's no different. But Arsenal, Spurs, home and away is something else. And the thing that I'm saying to you, mate, Spurs, three Spurs boys, I'm trying to think like how to call you. But, you know, I have had discussions, right? I get invited in all kinds of shows, right? And I get invited onto American band shows, yeah? Respect them. They don't fucking get it. They don't understand because they've never been, right? To them, it's just a game of football. And they talk about it like, oh, well, we've got Arsenal, like we've got last second game of the season, we got Spurs away. We're going down the lane. I'm like, fuck off. You don't know. You've never been there. Don't sit there as an American person living over the channel, over the fucking pond, and tell me about a Spurs away game. You don't know. You've never been. It is pure fucking hatred. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me?
Yes, it's especially if you're a local. The whole season's almost geared up for those North London derbies, without doubt. The people say it's one of the first fixtures you check for. It really is. Every time the fixture sheets come out, I love it. The rivalry with Arsenal. I mean, people say, oh, "I'd love to see them get relegated and stuff." I'd hate that. I love the North London derby. It's because it's got that kind of passion and rivalry, and there's a hatred, but it's like a healthy hatred. It's a footballing one, rather than like out and out violence. It's not like against Chelsea or something where it turns nasty at the drop of a hat. I've always seen it as a really fun derby. I've always looked forward to it, and it means more than anything else. It really does. I've heard for Arsenal fans over the years saying, "Oh, yeah, we're Tottenham. We don't even consider Spurs our rivals anymore." Rightly so, belittling us because we were doing crap. But at the end of the day, any long-term Arsenal fan knows you want to win that one. You just want to put one over on each other. It's one of those rivalries goes back as so far. It's never going to change. It's always going to be heated games. It's always going to be passion involved in it. And even when Spurs were playing crap and you had Wenger there and you're going through some of your great years, every now and then we would put up one hell of a fight against you. We had these classic 5-4 games and 4-alls. And it's like we were a way worse side than you were at the time, but because it was that game, it mattered so much. We'd up it. We'd somehow find a way to get something out of it. Not all the time, but true enough. You did give us a couple of pelts in, but overall, it's the game that means everything. It really is. I'll disagree with anybody that says it's not anymore. It's always the North London derby. It's the first one we look for.
It always has been. It's been like that since, if you know your history, and like you do, I mean, 1913, it all started when we got, well, I'm not going to go into that story, but the fact Spurs, Arsenal, Spurs is the biggest, for an Arsenal fan, Spurs fan, is the biggest game of the season.
Yeah.
And for people to try and disrespect that to me, right, from across the pond, right? Get out of here, man. You ain't got a clue what you're talking about, right? You know, sorry.
I
not
think
happening.
we got several Spurs fans from across the pond who they get the gravity of it, without doubt. There's a few that don't.
Well, we need some all fucking Arsenal fans who actually haven't got a bleeding clue, fella. They ain't got a clue.
Yeah, I have seen a few like that. Yeah.
They just think it's another game, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And there's a couple of channels, right, which I've actually got out on. I used to, like, they used to drag me on there, right, for debate, yeah. And I'm like, why do you want me on it? Because we want your honest opinion about Arsenal Spurs. Well, no, actually, what you want me to do is have an argument with you guys because you actually don't know what the fuck you're talking about, right? And I said, I have a row with you. I've had rows. I've had rows in real life with Spurs fans, right, back in the day. Yeah? You know, I won't say I'm just a little boy. I've had proper rows, right? And I've said to him, right, talk to me about it. Talk to me about Spurs Arsenal. They can't answer me because they don't bloody know, right? And that's what annoys me, man. That's what annoys me. Because if you are proper Spurs or proper Arsenal, you know, man. You've been there. You've been there, right? Yeah. You've been there in your days when it's proper mucking it up, right? Anyway, let's get out of that. Let's talk. Let's get back to Jess's channel. Come on, Jess.
Don't worry. It's nice to hear different conversations though, and you know your stuff, so it's really nice. I'm all for listening. I don't mind Arsenal at all, to be fair. I really don't. But I do agree with Americans. I do know where you're coming from.
They're fucking
Renee
annoying.
gets shunned. Like the lady who comes on with me, she's from Texas, and they're so awful to her. And she knows the football. She knows leagues like no tomorrow. She comes over here. She can't do it. Americans, she can't. That's why she comes on my channel.
Yeah, there's a lot that do know what they're talking about, but the ones that don't really stick in your memory for some reason.
Yeah, of course they do, Coover.
But I mean, you can say that for our own fans, local fans as well. Some of them don't have what they're talking about anyway. But you know, as long as you've got the passion for the game, I don't care really. It's times are different anyway. Supporting the game, it's such a global product now that we've got. That's even the fact I'm calling it a product there shows what's wrong with it. It's, we're just being sold everywhere, and that we have got fans all over the world. Every team does now, and I can't really blame them if they don't understand all the culture behind it, because they just haven't seen any different, have they? But I think to put so much emphasis on it when as Jez is saying, if you're gonna put that much emphasis on something like a North London derby when you haven't even been to one, I mean, what are you really saying? You're just guessing, aren't you? Trying to fit in with the crowd.
Yeah, it's no different to a Leeds local derby, right? If you haven't been there, right, you don't get it. You don't get it, right? You know, and that's what I find interesting. Look, I'm not a respectful person of people, but don't come and give me bollocks and bullshit, right, about Arsenal when you've never. Some of these people never even been to a fucking game, and they're trying to tell me about Arsenal, right? Yeah, you're going to fucking tell me about Arsenal, really? Okay, yeah. I've been to 2,585 fucking games home and away, yeah, since I was a kid, and you're going to give me the large, right? And I live right opposite the fucking East Stand at Highbury, yeah, for 18 years, yeah. You're telling me. Get out of here, man. Yeah. because I see it about other people. I go on loads of different channels, and I don't go in the chat. I just watch. And I watched this channel probably 6 months, 3 months, something like that. Can't remember. Right. And I was just watching. I was like, right, yeah, this is a nice channel. And then I jumped in and I subbed, right? Because I like what I see. All I see in here is pure passion and pure fact. That's it. And I respect that because I do go and watch Tottenham channels. I'm subscribed to 2 or 3. I've been on a couple, but it's fact. Yeah, it's pure fact. No bullshit. We have good debate, Arsenal, Tottenham, and it's respect to each other, right? Some channels, some of these American ones, sorry, it's absolute bullshit because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Yeah. Like, this is a Leeds United channel, right? And I get it and I love it. Because I've got respect for Leeds United, so I enjoy being here and having a little debate. Yeah. Simple as that. I haven't got a lot more to say about it. The fact is, Leeds United are, in my book, right, are a big team. They deserve more, and they should be way better where they are right now. Fact. That's it. And I'll shut up now.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I'm 52. You got what, about 10 years on me, Jez, something like that.
10 years exactly.
Yeah. So we can probably talk in more detail about each other's teams than some of our own fans can talk about ours. That's just the way it is. I mean, I'm sure Stu will be the same as well, won't you, mate? As soon as you take an interest in football in general, so you've got an idea of the history of things gone in the Premiership, for example. And some of the younger fans aren't going to know any of that because they won't have lived through it. Unless it's getting really talked about in depth, which people don't tend to like to do anymore. It's always, the latest news and transfer news and stuff like that. And people don't want to spend the time to sit down and be nostalgic about the history of their club. I think it's really prominent nowadays. You talk about some club legends and people don't know who you're talking about. It shouldn't be like that.
No, fact. I mean, look, I'll get you, man. I mean, Stu and you know your history, you know your facts, you know what you're talking about, and that's massive respect. Everybody here right now, right, knows their history to some point or other. Yeah, it doesn't matter if we're all great historians, right? But it's a fact. You know what you're talking about, and the fact you can actually sit there and have a debate with people and say, right, okay, fair enough. I hear what you're telling me. But do you remember, or can you remember this one? Can you talk about that one? Right? And do it doesn't matter. I mean, this is the thing that pisses me off big time. Right? Oh, you're a plastic fan. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, go and go and research history. Well, I don't need to. I know my history. You know your history. Stu, Lee, you know your history. Jess, you know your history. Kels, you know your history. Danny, you know your history. You don't have to go back to 1940, right? But you know your teams and you know what you're talking about. And that is respect. That's fucking respect, right? Yeah. A lot of the problem is a lot of these young kids coming into channels. I've not seen anybody on your channel yet giving you abuse.
Oh, I've had it. Oh, Jez, I've had it. Believe. I've had a lot in the short time I've been going. Believe.
I get loads of them. Jez, you're too old. You shouldn't be on YouTube. You're too old. You're an old man. This, that, and the other. And I said, right, fair enough. Okay, fair play. When you can come and talk to me, right, about facts and figures, and talk to me about my Arsenal, then come back and talk to me. And they never do. They fuck off. They're little arseholes, right? And I call them. I call them out. They're the little arse wipes. I call them worse. And I'm not saying that in front of you ladies because I'm not going to say what I call them, right? I call them what I think they are. Yeah? Yeah? Because I won't have it. If anybody wants to challenge me about my club, then you want to debate with me? Come and debate with me because I know my shit. So before you want to have a go at like Spurs boys or you have a go at Danny, have a go at Kells or you, Jess, or Stu and Lee, right? Get your fucking facts right. Yeah? Don't come in and have a fight, right? Don't come in and have a fight if you haven't got your facts right. Because otherwise you just fuck off. Sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the way I am. That is me. That is me. Anybody wants
We
to
need him at all time, don't we, Stu? At the start, we could just leave him to Jess. Well, that's 2 fucking minutes.
Well, it's like when they go gunning for, you know.
I apologise.
I know I've seen quite a few of Jess's with his, you know, when he talks to Kenny and stuff, and I've seen you on with Stell on Tottenham away, Jess, as well. And you know, I love watching them sort of channels because they know what they're talking about. You know, you learn a lot from them. You learn a lot. Like when I watch Coover on Free Spurs Boys, I know he says that we just like to have a mess about. But if you sit back and actually listen to them, they actually talk sensible. You know, you learn a lot from them. You really do. It's all about learning.
Yeah, you mentioned Tottenham away. I've got a big up to them as well because I'll get on well with Stell. He's a very controversial figure in the Spurs community because he'll call people out all the time, cause a lot of aggro. That's just another part of his character. But when you talk to Stell about football, he really does know what he's talking about in depth. You know, he's been coaching for a living, and he knows the history of the club. He knows tactics, formations. You talk to him about any relevant part about football, he'll have a good insight into it. There's a few people like that around the community, but there's also a lot that will just talk them down when they base their opinions on nothing, no experience backing it up either. So I try and be pretty open-minded with what I say because I always think I'm never afraid of being wrong about something. And if I am wrong, it's hands up. I'll just say fair enough. I've learned something there. I think the trouble is now we get a lot of channels where it becomes more important to win the argument than it is to have an actual good discussion. So I'm really pleased when we have channels like yourselves, Jess, here, and seems you're very much like-minded, Jess. Actually just talk a good game, listen to each other's opinions, take it all on board, and you get something out of it. Otherwise, it's just a shouting match for no reason, like AFTV, isn't it?
Oh, mate, don't even get me on that one. Don't even get me on that one. Fucking AFTV. Right. No. I
watched it once. I didn't bother again.
Mate. That is the biggest ball of shit in football. Right? That guy, fat bastard Robbie, right, was a Luton fan. He was a Luton fan.
I didn't know that.
He was a Luton fan, man. Right?
Interesting.
Yeah, he was. Fact, I look. I can prove it. That guy was a Luton Town fan. He came from Luton, right? Yeah, he's a DJ in Luton. Go and ask Kenny King. Go and ask Lee Gunner, right? Go and ask those people, right? Because they know it better than me, right? He was a fucking Luton fan. And he became an Arsenal fan because he transcribed it because he saw an avenue to make money.
Yeah.
Arsenal fan channel, right? Arsenal fan TV for the fans. Bullshit, right? You transcribed it because you're now so tied into Arsenal Football Club, yeah, right? Because when you got involved in that stupid Amazon channel, right, all for nothing, wankers, yeah, you got involved with that, yeah, and they're sponsored and they've got the inroad to Arsenal Football Club. Why do you think? Why do you think? Right? Let me tell you a story right now. Right? Fact. Yeah. I stood in the North Bank, right? Yeah, for 34 years. Right? Lee Judges, right, who makes himself out to be the big fucking hard boy at the North Bank. Oh yeah, I was in the North Bank, all that. Yeah. I'm the East End boy, all that bollocks, yeah. Fuck off, wanker. You were never there. You were never there, fella. Because I can tell you, when I was in the North Bank, when I lived, right, at my parents' house, Liverpool Road, yeah, and then when I moved out, in with my girlfriend, and we moved down to Highbury Hill, and we had a flat, right, and my mate Paul, right, moved in from the ground floor flat with his girlfriend, yeah. That Lee Judges makes himself out that he was there, right, in the North Bank, in that era. Yeah, okay, fair enough. You weren't. Do you know I know you weren't, fella? Because you were a professional footballer playing football at the time. So how, if you were a professional, a semi-professional, semi-professional footballer, how were you there in the North Bank at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Tell me, how were you there? Right, another point. Right, another point. Yeah, he wasn't a season ticket holder at that point in time. Right. Yeah. So him and that fake Uncle Fester, right? Yeah, the bald-headed little fucking idiot. Yeah. Right. Tell me how they got tickets. Tell me without season tickets, right? They got a ticket for Anfield '89. Because I'll tell you this right now, fact. Right? I was a season ticket holder. I had the tokens. I got me away tickets, right? I travelled there, right? And that little muppet, Uncle Fester, right? And that fucking idiot, Lee Judges, right? Made out they were there. You never got a ticket for that game without having a season ticket. They didn't have a season ticket, right? Now, apparently for that game, there was about 50,000 Arsenal fans there. The amount of people that make it out, they were there. Wow, 50,000 of us were there. Really? Yeah. Okay. Right. Fact. Right. There's another silly cow, right, who's got a silly woman who's got an Arsenal channel, made out she was there. Yeah. Okay. I questioned her on her show. And I said to her, "No, whereabouts were you in the stadium?" "Oh, I can't remember." "Oh, really? Okay, right. So, where were you?" "Oh, I was sat somewhere." So you're at the most iconic fucking game, right, in your life, because it's one of the most iconic games in my life. You can't remember where you were sat. Oh, well, actually, lady, yeah. There was no seating in the Anfield Road end. There's no seating at all. It's all terracing. If you remember rightly, it was just after what happened at Hillsborough where they took all the fencing down. Right? So, sorry, you weren't there. Liars. The fact is, I'm fucking fed up with people coming out to me and saying, "Oh, well, I was there I was there for that, I was there." No, you weren't. Don't lie to me, right? I was fucking there. I was there for 41 years as a season ticket holder. I was there for a long time before that. I gave up my season ticket hold in 2016, right? So I moved away, right? And I moved away for a betterment of my life and everything. And it's way too expensive to get there. 41 years I had my season ticket holder, 2,585 games, and I'll be going right away this Saturday, right? I get fucked off with people who want to bullshit me. Seriously. I get it, it fucking pisses me off, man. Seriously gets up my nose. Sorry about the rant. Sorry.
It's all good. Absolutely.
I think it's a sort of human psychology thing, isn't it? You just want to, people just want to feel like they'll be joined in with it. I don't know why. I mean, I had it a while back, people talking about the 1991 FA Cup semi-final, just to rub one of the few things I can in your face there, Jez.
Yeah.
When Spurs beat Arsenal, Gaza got that amazing free kick. Yeah, and people go, "Oh, Coov, you were there, weren't you?" And I have to go, I wish I was, but I couldn't get a ticket for it. I had to watch it on TV. It's like, and that was just a fact. You couldn't always get to every game you wanted to. So it was gold dust, especially away games. I mean, cup finals, semi-finals, different matter, but you know, back especially like 80s and things. It was you're right. It was standing. You had terraces everywhere. It was seeing seats at a ground. It was like a rare little tucked away area. So
that's the top up there, man.
yeah. You'd think, who the hell's going to sit up there then? Yeah, I know what you mean. All these iconic things, you remember so many little details about the game. You wouldn't be just going, "Oh, I don't remember where I was watching it from." You'd remember all of it. It's like 84 UEFA Cup final. I remember being ushered down to the side of the pitch, the end of the pitch, with a load of the other kids there at the time, so we could get a better look at the game, which made us really close to the goal when they're taking the penalties. It was amazing. I mean, that's it's not like I'm not like going to go, "Oh, I don't remember where I was." It's really distinctive where it was. I might not remember where I was just before that when I was with my dad, but I'll just remember behind the goal. But I mean, I just remember you just get shoved down. So it all became very, very distinct memory. Other games as well, you remember, like seat numbers. Even nowadays, nothing games, people know where their seat number is, which block they're in. You know, even remember it from games past in previous seasons. I remember where I was sitting there because of this or because of that. There's always little things that give it away. They're seared into your memory. It's part of being a football fan.
Yeah. I never like when it all went seated. Yeah, when it all went after Margaret Thatcher made all this, after the horrible thing that happened at Hillsborough. Yeah, and all the fences came down. You remember that? And it gradually went to seated. I remember my seat in the North Bank, right, was row E24. Right, row E24. That was my seat. Yeah. And I will never ever forget it, because when they cut down Highbury, yeah, we were as a season ticket holder, yeah, you were allowed to go if you wanted and take your seat. If you wanted, that's how it was. If you want to take your seat, you can take it.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
But I'm sorry, it winds me up with people bullshit. Because I'm fed up with it. I mean, that guy, that Uncle Fester, right? When I had a row with him about it, yeah, and I said to him, "Oh, how do you get to the game then?" "Oh, I got the coach outside Highbury." "Oh, what time did the coach leave?" "Oh, 1:30. Really? Yeah. You going to fucking Anfield? You're leaving at 1:30, right? Okay, fair play. Yeah. What time did you get there? Right. Oh, well, we got there about 5:30. Did you? Oh, okay. because you actually got delayed. All those coaches got delayed for 2 hours on the M6. Fact. That's why. Sorry, Uncle Fester, Julian. That's why the game was put back 45 minutes. They couldn't get the Arsenal fans in the ground. Wanker. Don't lie to me. Don't lie. In there. You know, don't pull fucking wool over my eyes. Hey, shut up.
Right, and on that note, Jess, I'm going to say good night to you all. I'm going to get off. I'm going to get him settled for stuff. So, Jess, it was lovely speaking to you, mate. Really nice speaking to you. Really good. Enjoyed that. Really did. It's always good to get your knowledge. Definitely.
I've put everybody to sleep, haven't I? I've put everybody to sleep.
No.
I'm listening. Stu, I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
I'll see you for watch along, Stu, tomorrow.
Take care, guys.
Take care, mate.
Been great chatting to you, man.
And you, Dan. And you, Jess. And you, mate. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, Stu.
Bye, Stu.
Hey, sorry, Jess, I've killed your chat. Sorry.
You won't? No. Like sometimes I don't know about Danny, but it's interesting to have somebody on other than Leeds and just listen to somebody that knows what they're talking about, innit, Danny?
Yeah, I like to listen to things about other clubs and stuff like that.
So do I. Yeah, me and all. I'm all for listening when it's other people on. But you know what you're talking about. You really do. You really do know what you're on about.
I'm sorry if I've I've lost some of your people that were live.
Oh no, what would have happened is anyway, because Joe were on and doing final word, they'll have jumped into Joe straight after mine anyway. Yeah, we did really well on that watch tonight, Jez. There were over 40 people in here, which is good for me. Massive.
Right, I hope you got excuse me. I hope you got a few new subs. I dragged a few people over for you.
Nice one, Jez. It's appreciated, Matt. Really is.
Hope that's worked out for you. And
No, it is not.
For the rants, but
No, I've enjoyed it. Seriously, no, I've really enjoyed what you've had to say. It's nice to hear from different fan bases.
I like listening to me because it's like I'm a Leeds fan and I've been for like 38 years, and it's like you don't know what goes on at other clubs. You know what I mean? You don't know stuff like that. So I like to listen to me.
It may not. It's nice. Nice to listen. You know your stuff, and it's really nice to listen to you. I like I say, Jez, I come in a lot in yours, but I just listen. I don't comment. I'm like you with me. I just listen because I don't want you to think I'm after poaching you, subscribers. I just listen.
Well, the fact is I like talking about. I like coming on different channels and talking about shit. You've got a great channel. That's fact. I've watched you for a while. To be honest, I watched you for about 2-3 months. I thought, yeah. I jumped in with you. I think it was a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks back now. I can't remember.
Yeah, we're crazy. That's a bit of a raw one on a Saturday. You're better off jumping in for a week.
Yeah, that was. But at the end of the day, it's just nice to meet different people, have a chat in the community, and you've got lovely, great streams going, and it's enjoyable to come in here and have a chat with people. And
got to say, as a gooner, you're all right, Jez. Yeah, my sort of football fan. You remember the old days, as we'd call it now, and remember now that we've become what our fathers were. You would have had the same things with your dad telling you about how much better it was back in his day.
Fact. Yeah, and I'll tell you what. See, look, I've never met you before, right? I've never met you before. Yeah, we've had a great debate as Arsenal Spurs, right? Arsenal Spurs. Yeah, we had a great chat. We've both respected each other, and it's been a great debate. I've absolutely loved speaking to you, friend. I really enjoyed it, man. Really have enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too as well. It's not the usual conversations you end up having on so many channels. So I mean, everybody's wrapped up with a moment, and it's nice to remember what things used to be like. And that goes for all our teams. I mean, we've got great memories of the Leeds team that a lot of the fans watch it. Leeds fans nowadays won't know. We know that as opposing fans, as it were. We've seen your team be great. That's why I always kind of feel a bit of pain for people in your position where you shouldn't even be down in a lower division. It's madness to me. And Sunderland's even worse. That's not a team I'd ever think. They've got a beautiful stadium as well. And what a mess the club's in. Or has been in. Well, they're slowly getting out of it by the looks of it, but it's about time too. Some of the big teams that have fallen away, though, Villa as well, until recently, they were just doing nothing. West Ham,
it's like
doing nothing until
you know what I mean? Not enough for it.
Yeah.
Well, you look at like Villa. Man, come on, they've won a bloody European Cup.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I mean? We
big,
have
big home crowds. Big home crowds. Any club that's got that sort of sizable home crowd should be doing something up in the top half of the top division all the time.
Absolutely, totally agree with you, fella. Totally agree with you. And it's a sad indictment when you look. Let's just put it on the table, right? Spurs, Arsenal, yeah, big clubs, North London, yeah, never won a bloody Champions League.
Yeah,
shocking, isn't it? Shocking, man.
It is. At least you've been more regularly in a position where you can look like you should be going for it, but never really did it.
We haven't done it. We haven't done it, have we? We haven't done it. Right? Nottingham Forest, twice on the bounce. Great team back in the day. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And North View. Right? Leeds United were decent.
We were robbed out of it, weren't we?
True. Yeah, I'll give you that one. So,
I forget, was it the 72, 73 season where Leeds were on the brink of doing every competition at the same time?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
And they just fell just short in each one of them or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cup Winners' Cup, UEFA Cup.
Fairs Cup.
The Cup Winners, the Intercities Fairs Cup changed in 71 to the UEFA Cup. Leeds United were in it, nearly did it. Cup Winners' Cup in 73 after they won the FA Cup, beat Arsenal, the bastards.
Kelly.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. It was all there.
Yep, history, isn't it? That's one thing that's annoyed me for a long time. It's so easy for people, club chairmen and stuff nowadays, when it's all about the money and stuff, pushing the next promotional gig at the club or whatever, and all the history of the club gets pushed aside like it's an irrelevance. We've complained last about this at Spurs for ages. It brand new stadium. Oh yeah, that's all great and everything, but where's the statues of the club legends and things like that? Where's the memorabilia? Every single home ground in the country, as far as I'm concerned, it should be dripping with the memorabilia of your club's history. It shouldn't be like this corporate-looking shell, and you've got maybe a couple of rooms that have got a few trophy replicas and things in there. It should be everything built into the stadium itself. Should be a history everywhere.
We've got it all over. We've got it all over walls outside the ground. You know what I mean? From when we first started, right up until present day.
Yeah, we get it when they play the American football match at the Tottenham Stadium. You wouldn't even know it was a football ground. There's like no trace of it being anything to do with Spurs at that point. I don't think it's right.
And you get Beyonce there, mate. Come on.
Yeah, of course. Well, that's you'll never sing that.
My wife said, I tell you what, right, facts, right. My wife and one of my daughters went to watch last year, and I said to her, She said, we're going to see Beyonce. I went, oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. Not my cup of tea. I said, where are you going? And she said, oh, it's I don't want to tell you. I said, well, where is it? Wembley? Something like that? And she went, no, it's Tottenham ground. I said, you can fuck off. I said, you going to Tottenham? And she went, yeah. I said, how much disrespect have you got? I said, you were born around the corner from me in fucking in Islington. You were born at the back of where my house, my parents' house was in Avenel Road, and you're going to fucking watch a concert. And I was winding her up. Right? I was like, that's disgusting. And I said to my daughter, like, I've got two daughters, and I said, you're going to watch fucking Beyonce? Yeah. And I said, what, at Tottenham? And she went, well, does it matter? I said, it's fucking Tottenham. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're going to Tottenham to watch a concert. Dear. I was just winding the shit out of them. They got the right arse over that. But, you know, it is what it is. But,
I love drumming it into kids, though. With my two. I remember first day at primary school. Well, not primary school. First day at... would have been primary school. Whatever. Aged about 8 or something like that, I think they were. No, wrong. 6. Anyway, young. They went to the school and they had been taught all the way through their childhood that Spurs all the way. They didn't even care about football. They liked just joining in with their dad, shouting up the Spurs and stuff like that on match days. They just loved all that stuff. And boo Arsenal and things like that. So they knew all about the colour schemes. Anyway, first day of school, they handed out their jumpers to wear and they were red. So what do they do? Throw them on the floor, stomp on them, and they go, it's Arsenal, it's Arsenal. And it's like...
That was him at my school when I played for the school football team because I had red and white stripes. My dad wouldn't let me play for him.
It's silly stuff like that, though. There's nothing wrong with any of that. It's all just funny bit of rivalry at that point, isn't it?
Anthony, go drive your tractor. Go drive your tractor down in Somerset, my old matey. Down in Bristol, good boy. He's good.
I'm in Dorset, so I've got like a Somerset mild.
Down in Dorset, yeah, lovely.
Dorset, yeah.
Oh. Hey, Jess, I'm sorry, I've overtaken your chat. I'm really sorry.
Hey, I'm really. It's nice, like Dennis said. It's nice to just listen to other fans. It really is. No, it is. I enjoy it. Like when I go and talk and ball and that, I don't say a lot, but I just like to listen to what other people have to say.
Yeah,
that's why it's a fan channel. Everybody can come on and talk about their own teams.
Yeah, but a lot of the people you've had in Canberra have fucked off. So I do apologise.
Yeah, Stacey's young and we're playing. Renee's in America, in Texas, so she's gone to bed. She's not very well. Yeah. You always read it. It ends up being me, Coover.
You're crackling.
Let me take them off.
What? Sorry? What? Who? What? Going on?
The headphones have run out of charge.
You hear me now, Donny?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, I can't hear you.
You hear me?
Nah.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Cooper.
He's winding you up.
My earphones charge is running. That's bad. Can hear you now.
Don't know.
Oh, don't you start now.
Oh, go on then. Next season then, because you're coming up, aren't you? Come on, let's be positive. You're coming up as champions. What's your goal for this season?
Stay bloody Premiership.
What would you, just any rings necessary, just skin of your teeth, you reckon?
I just hope we stay up. That first season for me is just staying in league, Coover, and then progress from there.
If we finish 16th next year, I'm happy.
Yeah, me too. Progression, cool.
Yeah,
Beckham,
true.
Go up, right, and then finishing top 6. That ain't going to happen. Not in his first season
No.
at him. But me and Danny and Kels are a bit more realistic. It's like, and Renee and Steve, if we just stay up first season, I'm happy, and we build from there. That will do me.
To be honest, what I've seen the last couple of matches, I wonder who it is in the top flight you're really going to beat. It's not going to be many teams.
That's me and Danny are realistic. We're saying enjoy it now, because when we get in Premiership, it ain't going to be like that. We get shot down for saying that, me, Danny, and Kels, and everybody else, because we're realistic.
Because the trouble is, even your likes of teams like Crystal Palace and Fulham and Brentford now, they've established themselves. They know what it takes to stay in the division, and they've got players at a standard that can do it. When you come up now fresh, if you haven't got significant investment, you are up against it. I mean, fair play to Luton for keeping themselves a reasonable chance of it this season. That'll be a miracle if they stay up. Really will.
I want them. I want them to stay me.
Yeah, I mean, if Luton stay up, I think the manager should get manager of the season. That'll be such an achievement.
Think they'll stay up, Cole?
Sorry?
Do you think they'll stay up?
Luton? Depends how many points keep getting taken away from other teams.
That is true.
If it feels at the moment like, you know, the more Man City can get found out about, the more Everton are going to get fined for it.
Yeah, but Man City is not FFP, is it? It's all dodgy bank balances behind the scenes.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, it was just really just making fun of the fact that they're so big now that nobody can afford to punish them by relegating them. They're not going to take away their flagship team at the top just to prove a point when they can keep heaping punishment on the likes of Forest and Everton and whoever else breaks the rules that isn't one of their sort of flagship teams. Because I think all this will suddenly magically go away for them. It's bound to happen. So it's always the same nowadays. It's corruption in football's rife. I think the bigger the team, the bigger the level of corruption. I think there's a lot of teams getting away with a hell of a lot of crap that hasn't been found out yet. I mean,
Like
the Man
Chelsea.
City one, Man City one was pure fluke, wasn't it? They found it, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
Oh no, the latest Chelsea one, was. I think they were investigating. It was something to do with one of the club employees that Abramovich paid sort of off the book sort of thing, and written off the debt. I can't remember the exact details, but it was somebody working at a desk somewhere that noticed it and just blew the whistle. And they would have got clean away with it if it wouldn't been for one person spotting it. And then it just shows if they're doing it, who else is doing it? I certainly wouldn't look at our chairman and think everything he's done's been squeaky clean.
No Premier League team, mate, is squeaky clean. You know, I mean, you know, let's go back in time and look at what happened with Terry Venables and George Graham.
Yep.
They all had dirty dealings. I can quite confidently sit here and say right now, right, Arsenal are dirty dealers. When you've got the owners that we've got with all the multi-million pounds that they've got, right, they're going to have some. They're going to have some fists and some pies. So let's not mix it up and think everybody's innocent. No way. No bloody way. If the FA really wanted to investigate every single club in the Premier League right now, they'll find some bad shit. Case in point, may I say, Edu, when we bought that Marquinhos from that club in Brazil, could have him for nothing, free, nothing. Oh, no. To keep good relations, we'll give them £3 million. Where did that £3 million go then? Interesting, isn't it?
Cobra, do you want to do from the Jamaican?
Play for nothing, yet we give them £3 million. Why? I say.
Oh,
Cobra.
big up Jacob, by the way.
Do you want to answer that one, Rob?
Yeah, he said big up and apologies for being American because that clearly makes me blind and oblivious to the sport and history, according to some. I don't think it's that, Jacob. I don't think we've been that blunt with it. I think if I'm right, Jez, you'd be pointing out that you do get some fans from abroad that know very little about the club but pretend they know everything.
Yeah, no, I'm having a go at you, fella.
Jacob's not in that crowd because Jacob knows he hasn't seen a lot of this stuff and he'll say it before my time. And he's cool with it. Talking about passionate fans, though, if you ever see one of his watch-alongs, nobody's going to ever doubt his passion for Spurs.
Look, I'm not having a go at him. Please, mate, don't think I'm having a pop at you, fella. You know your shit, and I've watched your stuff, and I'm not having a pop at you at all. You've got it wrong. I'm talking about something totally different to you. And yeah, I've watched you, and you know your crap. So respect.
What did you get you, Jacob?
Yeah, I know. I think I know the sort of ones you're talking about, Jez, because I remember a few times years ago, and get some fans from I forgot which country it's from. I think they might have been from New Zealand or something like that. And he was trying to teach me about the history of the club because he thought I didn't know it well enough. And I just thought, you're mispronouncing all these names of players that I was there watching, and you weren't even born yet. I mean, what the hell was that? Some people just get this arrogance on them because they know a little bit about something and think they're an expert just because they read up a little bit. Sometimes you've got to live through it. I mean, otherwise, you just got to be humble and say, before my time, it's, I like reading about it. Or like Jess is doing now, when you say, sometimes you just like to listen. People have got different experiences and things. There's no point chipping in unless you've got something, really, is there? I mean, there's no point. What would be the point you pretending now that you knew all about the 71 Leeds side, for example? That's too early for you, isn't it?
It is for me, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say everything about the Spurs, Super Spurs from the 60s. I know a lot about it, like you would know about Leeds, but it's not the same as us being there and seeing it, is it?
It's like me. I'm too young for the 71 season, but my dad was a Leeds fan, so I got told it all growing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I was lucky to watch that Leeds team from 69 right up through 74, 75. I was at the Cup final 72 as a little kid.
Yeah.
When you beat us 1-0. I was at the Cup final 71 when we beat Liverpool, to win the double. I was lucky as a little kiddie I was 10 years of age on the second leg of the UEFA Cup. The UEFA Fairs Cup, Intercity Fairs Cup, sorry.
Yeah.
When we won the game at Highbury against Anderlecht. So I've seen some great stuff in my time. But
Night, everyone.
Night, Kels.
Night, Kels.
I will always respect people that know their facts, right? That is the point. But when I have people trying to come to me and tell me about they know better, and they were like this particular channel, this guy's only been supporting the team for 6 years. 6 years. 6 years he's been supporting Arsenal, right? And he's trying to tell me about my club. Really? 6 years you've been watching Arsenal and you want to tell me about my team. Okay. So I've said to these people, I said to him, right, well, tell me about the 98 team. Tell me about them. Tell Tell me about the great team of '98 that nearly went, you know, and the '91 team nearly won Invincible. Tell me about. Guy couldn't tell me shit. Didn't have a clue. And you want to fucking sit here and call me out? Because basically he's calling me out. And I said, well, you can call me out all day long, fella. But don't tell me about teams when you've been supporting, right, for that little piece of time. And you would tell me about the teams that I watched live at Highbury and the Emirates, and you're trying to tell me, don't think so. That's what annoys me. That's what winds me up. No worse than me, Jess, sitting here right now, right, sitting here, yeah. I've watched your team from 71 onwards, 72. I was at the cup final, as I just told you, right? Yeah. I could talk to you for hours about the teams of Leeds United going forward until you capitulated. And when Man United got relegated in 1974, right? I could tell you all about them teams. Yeah. And going forward. Because I have the knowledge, because I'm not bullshitting you, because I actually watched them. I was there. I was there at Ellen Road. I was there as at Highbury as a kid. I didn't go to Ellen Road probably until 77 because I wasn't. My mum wouldn't let me go to away grounds at that time. But when I was allowed to go, I was 17 then, and I went to Ellen Road. I went to Anfield. I went to Man United at Old Trafford Main Road, the old Man City. Right? I can talk all fucking day about these games. Yeah, I can tell you about the first time I went down to down the lane. Right? December the 23rd, 1978. Right? Went down there, beat Tottenham 5-0. Yeah, and got a brick in the face. Still got the scar. Right? Lost 2 teeth. Ended up in hospital. Yeah. Tell you all day long. Right? I got a scar there. Right? Chelsea. Right? Bottle in the face. Right? Been there. Done it. Had it. It is what it is. Don't. My argument is, don't come to me, fellas from America, and tell me all about your fucking knowledge of Arsenal, and Tottenham, Liverpool, Man United, Man City. When like this fucking wanker I had a debate with the other week, right? I said to him, "Who's the best goalkeeper?" Man City, right? I said to him, "Who's the best goalkeeper you've ever had at Man City?" Joe Hart. I went, oh, never heard of Joe Corrigan then, right? Yeah, won you an FA Cup, right? Yeah, never heard of him then. Didn't know, hadn't got a clue. Wankers, fuck off.
It's like I don't remember Corrigan, but I remember they had goalkeepers like was it Tony Cotton or something like that. Tony Cotton or Tony Cotton.
Wow.
I remember Tony Coton being at Watford. I can't remember him at City.
Who?
Tony Coton.
Tony Cotton.
I think he probably was at one point.
I think he was.
Yeah, he played at Man City.
No, I think he was. But that's what winds me up, man. I mean, you know, we could sit here till fucking 4 or 5 in the morning talking about the great Leeds teams, the great Tottenham team, right? You know, even though I'm an Arsenal fan, I know a lot about Tottenham. A lot about Tottenham, because when you're born and bred, right, round Islington, you know about them, right? Yeah, but I've followed football all my life. Yeah, and I can tell you a lot about fucking Leeds United. A lot about Leeds United.
It's just part of following the game as a football fan, isn't it? Just through following your own team, you learn about the others from that era. No doubt about it as well. I was trying to remember the name. I was trying to remember the name of the other Man City goalkeeper. It was a famous one. I remember having quite a belly on him, if I remember rightly. But I know I had to look it up. Bert Troutman or Trotman, however you want to call it. Yeah. That's
He broke his neck.
He did, didn't he? Wasn't that a
FA Cup final?
Yeah, he got bundled into the back of the net by the big English centre forward. I've forgotten the name now.
Yes, I know you mean. Yes. Play for Blackpool. No.
Played for Bolton, I think.
Stanley Matthews.
No. Stanley Matthews was the winger, wasn't he? He was the silky smooth winger. I'm talking a big brute of a centre forward. Played for England, scored quite a few goals. Oh God, what was his name? Oh, it's gone now. That's before our time, though.
I've tip of my tongue. I've got it. Tip of my tongue. Oh man. Oh fuck! It's on the tip of my tongue. Come on.
Oh God, it's annoying me now. I'm having to try and look it up.
Scored a hat trick. Come on. What's his name? Not Stanley Matthews. Fucking hell.
Why is the name Len coming to my... Not Len Shackleton, I said somebody else.
No. Somebody Google it, man. Come on. Somebody Google it. Come on.
Bert Troutman.
That's the goalkeeper. He broke his neck. Neck.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Bert Troutman. Yeah, he broke his neck. Yeah.
Oh, I was wrong. It wasn't the player I thought that broke his neck. It was Peter Murphy.
Well, that in 2000 thingy that
Peter Murphy.
No.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. He played for Birmingham, didn't he? Ian?
No, he lost me now.
Anyway, not to worry. But he broke his neck anyway. That was the famous point.
Yeah, Bert Troutman.
Yeah.
No, well, he lost me now. Don't know, guys. Don't know.
I'm still annoyed I can't think of the big England forward, though.
You sure it's not Stanley Matthews?
No. We're talking a traditional old school centre forward, a man mountain, really powerhouse, hurts people.
Yeah.
Well, don't know. You got me there.
Oh, actually, I think I've got the stories mixed up. I've just realised I might be thinking of Tommy Lawton.
Tommy Lawton. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay.
Same sort of era, though, I think.
Yeah, that's 50s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's a long time.
Never mind. The quiz is a lot more difficult when I didn't know what the answer is, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Fair play. Yeah, that's a good one. Good one. Actually, I do some quizzes. I do some really good quizzes, and I might add that into one of my quizzes. Actually,
But it's like our team, and that not a lot of people know that we had the first South African black players that played in an FA Cup final. Not a lot of people know that.
First black player, you say?
South African.
South African black players playing in an FA Cup final. 1968, Albert Johansson.
Oh, right, okay. Fair enough.
No, I wouldn't have got that in a million years.
Nah, wouldn't
Oh,
have.
Scooby said John Charles, but that fits in with the bruising centre forward type, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I think back then, I think John Charles was centre back as well, wasn't he? I think he played more times at centre back than
he played either. Yeah, I just remember my dad telling me about him, and I think it was when he went over to Italy. They said it's the only player they've ever seen that could kick the ball with his head. He used to be able to head the ball so hard.
Yeah. Hey, peeps, I'm going to bounce. Be a great show. Jess.
I'm Jazz. Much
Daddy.
appreciated.
Yeah, good having.
Really nice having you on. I hope you come again, Jess. It's been a really nice conversation tonight.
Yeah, I loved it. It's been a great chat. And sorry I've probably got rid of all your people, but
They've been on streams all day, Jess. They've been with me all day. Kels has been up since 5:30. She does dialysis 3 days a week, so yeah, they're tired. It's been mental this weekend. We've done so many streams.
Yeah, you really have.
We've done a lot.
Was it 4 yesterday?
You've got your regulars. You've got your regulars here all the time.
Yeah.
Big respect to you for that, and big up to all of you people, because it's great. This is a great stream. I hope your subs have gone up tonight. I've dragged a load of people over, and big up to you, and big up to Spurs boys, Danny Rumsey and Jesse, and we'll catch you all soon. Yeah.
See you soon, mate.
Big up, Jess. Nice meeting you, mate.
See you later. Bye bye.
Take care. Take care. Take care all.
Oh, what an Arsenal! No, I won't do it. No. No, of course not. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
I like listening to stuff like that, though. I mean, you just sit and listen to what it was like back in different clubs in different areas. It's like,
I'm not going to comment on Arsenal when I know, I'm not perspired to know anything back in them days, but listening and knowledge-wise, for me, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm all about learning, Coover, and I like to learn about other teams. So for me, that's nice.
No, we never stop learning, mate. Never stop learning.
That's it. And when other fans come on, I feel comfortable to talk about. Me and Danny are just like sponges. We absorb.
I could sit all day just listening to other teams, just what went on back in, you know what I mean? And the rivalry they had that you didn't know they had and stuff like that. I could just sit there all day and listen.
Yeah,
on this channel, I can imagine you have to absorb a lot of things with a sponge.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's been
been 5 hours.
5 hours to get back to Saturday Night Live. We only did a watch along. Nice.
Oh, what's the feeling after the game tonight anyway? Because it felt like for a lot of you relief after the game.
Yeah. Relief. Yeah, that 1-1 when it were going up to 80 odd minute, I'm thinking, fucking hell. Please, God, when it was just like when they got.
I predicted a loss. I predicted that we'd get beat 2-1, so.
I was onto the right kind of thing. I said 2-0 win, but 3-1, same goal difference, isn't it? More goals, that's always good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I said, it reminded me of the Leicester game. We were like drawing 1-1 and then 2 goals didn't last.
Yep, I said I wasn't sure it would be man of the match for your lot, but I worked it out later. It's just the centre back pairing. Rodon and Ampadu. That's what got you through the game tonight. Because when you were poor, struggling a bit, they were holding you together at the back there. Some of the players were shocking. I know you say how much a good player Gray is, but I can see midfield doesn't suit him, does it?
Because he hadn't played there for so long. He's been at right season, to be fair.
Midfield because one of us defensive midfielders is playing centre back and the other one's out. He's got nobody to work. And Glenn Kamara, who was working with, he's only played defensive midfield a few times when he was at Rangers.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Kamara struggled a bit as well. I could see some of the things he was doing. It was the right idea. It just wasn't coming off, was it? I think Rutter had a good game as well. I don't know about what you thought.
I did think he did. What about you, Danny?
Really?
no,
Looks in pain. He looks in.
I thought he wasn't directly involved with anything, but he was like bringing everybody else around him into the game. So it was kind of an unsung sort of role. But
he's just had an hernia operation, so it's to me again. He looked a little bit in pain again.
yeah, perhaps he's just like I haven't seen him a lot, to be fair. So perhaps he's just a little bit more sort of, energetic, explosive normally when he's just not doing that. But I thought, control wise, getting the ball, laying it off sensibly, he was sort of manipulating people around him. I thought he did it well. Considering some of the other options you had there, Summerby was obviously good. He's always going to look lively, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like I said, I couldn't believe it when Colin came on and started bigging up Bamford, because I thought that's the worst I've ever seen him play.
No, I've bigged up Bamford all season, even start season when people said he shouldn't be playing. And tonight I could even see that the game changed when he went off.
I agree.
Mind you, it's not like Joseph was exactly great when he came on, was it?
No, but he offers something different to Bamford. He's a little bit quicker.
Yeah, had to change something up. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
More direct. Where Bamford will sit and hold all day.
When you're going from a sort of 2 or 3 out of 10 performer to a 5 out of 10, it still helps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You're right when you said Dan James needed that goal as well. That's a player needs a bit of confidence in him.
The honest flag is that video that got sent out. We're down.
Dan James, I went to the toilet. I thought we're not going to score again now. Come back.
I missed that goal because you come back and we scored.
Yeah, no, and I've just watched it. I thought, what a goal.
Great goal. And we needed that though, Danny. I mean, 4 points. I thought it'd a bit other way around. 3 points at Watford, a point today, but by fuck we needed that. And we kept us unbeaten record.
The game on Saturday's just going to be as hard. Coventry.
I agree, Danny. I think I'm worried again. Good team, Coventry. They are little dark horses. I know you've backed Coventry throughout the season.
Yeah, sort of come out of blue, their resurgence, hasn't it?
Yes.
They did it last season, although they come with a charge, and you lost out in playoff final. Last year,
because only a couple of years back, you're thinking they're in free fall. They're going to end up non-league in a few years.
They were in League One, man. They didn't have a stadium at one point. Birmingham Stadium at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had to sell Rico Stadium, didn't they? Because they didn't have any money.
Yeah, so you got to say fair play to some teams just for turning around and surviving sometimes.
Yep. And then you get teams like Macclesfield and Bury that have gone out of business.
Yeah. So it's sad to see as fans, it's awful. It's not nice.
That's something I was thinking of the other day. Has Wakefield even had a football team at any point?
They have got one now. We're FC, but it's way down the fucking algorithm in table.
I always thought it's somewhere that seems like it should have one.
No, it's more lost at Albion now.
No, Wakefield have got their own team now. I'm going to play for their ladies team. They've got their own team now. I follow Wakefield a little bit. They're good.
I know Ossett have got their team now because
played on Ossett's ground. I've played on Ossett United's ground. I have, yeah.
Yeah, big Leeds fans manager at Ossett now. Brownie.
Played on Ossett's ground.
I assume everybody's just completely ingrained with rugby league, though, aren't they?
I don't like rugby cool, but yeah, rugby league, Leeds Rhinos, isn't it?
Leeds Rhinos,
Wakefield Trinity and everything. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of what you associate with Wakefield, though, isn't it?
Yeah, same with Castleford, isn't it?
Well, that and a prison.
Same with Castleford.
Yeah,
Castleford Tigers.
It is.
Somebody was saying, Shape, it's sad for you as well as Yorkshiremen that you see the bottom three are all Yorkshire teams, aren't they?
But
Yeah.
I've always said, Silver, you'll finish where you deserve to finish. To finish, well,
Yeah, there's truth in that. There's truth in that. You wonder where some of these teams are going to get the money from, though. Just staying afloat. You know, cost of living. It's going to hit some of these clubs with the smaller crowds. It's going to hit them quite hard.
I agree. Not nice to see. Sometimes it's bloody painful being a football fan. Anyway, cool. We're talking tomorrow. You're going to beat West Ham.
Yeah, of course we are. 7-3.
I can't remember what. Oh, I think I picked West Ham to beat Spurs on L12s.
I went Spurs 3-1.
They might do. They're one of these teams that can always throw the spanner in the works for us, even when we're playing well. They really up their game against us. We don't always do that against them. Trouble is, we're not playing that well, so it might work the other way for us tomorrow. Might be just a case of we've been struggling with form, so we'll go and smash them. Hoping so, but I'd love to smash them. Then Lawrence is on.
Yeah, I'll be on watch along tomorrow. I don't know if he's joining us for the watch along. He normally does. I do him over on Lee Statham TV. He might be joining us for watch along tomorrow. I daren't say up me. I sit quiet because every time I say, "Oh, he fucking has me," I swear I gotta give him some shit. And I just sit for an hour, me a Dan.
It's me.
She said last week, "Don't want Emma's talk." Fucking hell, he nearly killed her.
Yeah, I do it in chat me. I wind him up in chat me.
I said Jared Bowen's coming to Liverpool all the time. It fucks him off.
I can't help myself on watch alongs, so I don't do them. If it's like a local rival, like West Ham or something, especially if I'm on the stream with a West Ham fan and I know them, if we score, I'm straight into have it, you slag. I just can't help it. You're supposed to give them shit, and I don't think that's going to be the nicest of streams if they start doing that, even though they know you're mucking about. It's I'm not even doing it out loud at the moment, but you know the sort of thing. It's just I don't know. I just love local derbies. Something about it. Oh, that's something I was going to ask. That's something I was going to ask. Oh, sorry, go on.
Me early when we got the penalty, I typed the penalty into the thing and that, and I was meant to whip while Jess cheered, and I caught the button, put penalty in the stream, and she's like, "What are you telling us for?"
But he killed you. Took the ambulance when I don't mind, don't you? No, I'm all right. It was more what Stacey were going on about at the same time, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because she lost, didn't she, tonight, to be fair?
Mm-hmm.
That's something I always meant to ask you, though. When it comes to local rivalries, because it's not like there's a Leeds City and Leeds United, is there? So, I mean, you're always looking... lately, nowadays, it's always Leeds, Man United's the big thing, isn't it? But
our nearest club, if it were going to be a club and it were going to be a rivalry, the nearest club to us is Farsley Celtic. But they're down in lower leagues.
Who would you say Leeds' biggest rival then in Yorkshire, Danny?
In Yorkshire, biggest rival in Yorkshire, I'd probably say Sheffield Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday. I was going to say saying it.
That's the one I always thought it would be, but then it's kind of weird when it sort of shifted to Man United, and I thought, well, yeah, okay, fairly close, isn't it? But it doesn't seem right, does it? You know, Merseyside derby, North London's derby, Glasgow derby. You know, it's and then Leeds, Man United. It's not quite same county, same town.
Warwick Road, isn't it? Red and white.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that got well drilled into me by the in-laws. How proud they are. Yorkshire was the White Rose County. And then scum down in Manchester.
Yep.
Absolutely. 100%.
Well,
and I'm sure Tottenham's biggest rivals are Arsenal. Glad to say?
Yeah. Shouldn't be, because they're a bunch of cuckoos stealing their little place in North London. We always love to just call them, go back to Woolwich, South London. That's where they came from. But you know, I don't really care about that's just the wind up stuff. I just love that rivalry. Absolutely love it. I'll be mortified if they got relegated because I'll look forward to it so much. Spurs fans are always talking about, oh, got to finish above Arsenal, got to finish above Arsenal. For me, that's never good enough. I want Arsenal to be really good, and then we finish above them then, so we deny them of a league title and that sort of thing. Because there's nothing better. It's good to finish above your main rivals, but if you snatch away the trophy that they're going to win and hold it up yourselves, that's perfect. So, I mean, for me...
Something like last game at season and that, both, you know what I mean? It's...
Yeah. Well, that's what you want to see. Look, climax to a season. For me, perfect end to the season for a Spurs fan would be playing against Arsenal on the final day of the season, all or nothing to take the league title. That would just be amazing.
Yeah, it's the sort of game where you want level on goals, you know what I mean? Level on points. Last game at the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll just love that sort of way. Maybe I'm a masochist, though. I love them kind of games.
I reckon Culver needs to come on next season when we do a watch-along for Leeds Tottenham. They're fucking legendary.
I'm terrible on watch-alongs.
So have you seen that watch-along? Fucking hell, did you see was on with Jordan yesterday? Didn't he? We were cheering at fucking subs coming on. I've had a whole fucking time. I'm not having it here. But I'm not knocking because do you know what? Everybody went down. It went down really well with everybody. Look, I struggle to understand a little bit with him. But I'll tell you one thing: his passion, his enthusiasm, and he does nothing to hurt my channel. He's a nice lad. There's no ulterior motive with him. He's a nice lad. Really is.
Never not passion and enthusiasm.
That's why I know like Jez.
This is what I've always loved about football. It doesn't matter your upbringing, doesn't matter your intelligence level, how well you've been educated. It's a complete leveler. It's a sport where we're all the same at that point.
I agree.
I love that about it.
I'm all for like Jez, like having Jez on it now. That's massive, you know, for my channel. You know what I mean, Cover? Like he's quite way up. He's in with high people to come on here tonight and you know just give us a bit of history on Arsenal. I really appreciate it, and he's a real one. He don't come in taking the piss. You know, some of these. I've had a bit of an issue with somebody today, and they went and unsubscribed them because I took the mod off of them because they were just coming here touting for business. They've got 7,000 subscribers, Luke. It's Cover. You know what I mean? More for
the same person that did that did it in Jose's today when they were doing predictions.
Yeah.
Touting.
I would not be disrespectful of coming to anybody's chat, Tottenham, Arsenal, whatever, and start putting my link in chat and start chatting. While I need 55 to get to 500 or whatever I need, you know, just as an example, because I think it's rude. I can't do it.
Yeah, what we always do every stream I'm on, we wait for the end of the channel, and the channel host will always say, "Where can we find you?" Then you say where you teams, or you just do that. It's easy. You don't need to.
I'm all for putting Danny will tell you. I got young lad on to 50 subscribers today, James. I'm all for helping people, but James sticks about. He don't take the piss. Like most people that come in here, I'm all for putting links and sharing and caring and hitting everybody up. But when you're coming in and going, why have you got so many views? Why have you got so many likes? You're taking the piss. It annoys me because I think you've got 7,000. I've got 400 and something. I've grown it from fuck all. I've grown it from Danny being with me. First subscriber, first person watching. Do you know what I mean? I've grown it from fuck all.
What are you on now? 430?
433, I think. Yeah, 433.
So that's gone up about 24 over the weekend then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm on 420 when I started today, and I've done 13 today, which is massive.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for everyone I get, you know what I mean? But I won't put it on people. If they want to subscribe, they'll subscribe. But when I come into somebody else's chat and I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right, and I just sit and watch. Like with Jez, a lot of times I've just sat and listened to Jez because I think it's cheeky. I'm all for putting links in chat and that, but when you're just coming in and being you're not here, you're not a real one for me. I'm not into that. If I went to Joe and did that, he'd remove me for doing it, and rightly bloody so. No. 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 It don't feel right. Over.
Yeah, I agree. But I've always said I respect the way you are. You handle yourself around other people and the way you treat guests coming onto your channel. It's the right way of doing things. Just a little bit of respect, and little bit of calmness to go with it, and have a laugh. That's what matters most, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You know, life's too hard as it is, and it's too serious half the time. It's just nice to,
It's
you
like-
know, have a...
Like Stacey, she used to be in another one with me and that, and she only used to be in. I never used to go and thing and that. And Jess says, "Oh, I'm thinking about doing an all girls watch along." I says, "All right, I'll bring you somebody across." Anyway, she was like, "I don't think I can do it. I don't think you can do it." I said, "I wouldn't have brought you across if I don't think you could do it." Look at her now.
Yeah, Stacey's done very well. So is Kels. You know, Renee. Is that I couldn't do it without Kels, especially because she's there at a drop of a hat. Sometimes I might not plan the stream till 5 o'clock. I'll ring her up. Are you free? She's there. I'll give her that. You know what I mean? Same as Danny. He's been with me since day one. Unfortunately, at the minute, just because of what's kicking off, Danny's been in chat a bit more. We're going to do Celtic and Rangers game meeting on Sunday. But he's always there. He's loyal. And his fucking wife gave him a roasting today, so it were even better. He made my day. Brought my chair today, Danny. I'm opening a GoFundMe page for Jesse's new chair. Oh, she was funny. It was just when she said, "Danny, you cunt." I was just roaring. I couldn't help it. I was roaring. I had to hide behind a chair. I could feel myself going beetroot red. It was so good.
She didn't actually say you were a cunt. She called me a fat cunt.
Is that what she said at me starting? Because I'm laughing that much. It was so good.
She went and says, you lazy fat cunt. That's what she says.
That's what was even funnier when she said it, because it was just so, like, it said something and she just appeared and said it, and I was just like this on stews. I'm like, it's dying behind a chair. It was good. Comedy at its best. But that's what we're all about, COVID. Do you know what I mean? Like, a bit light-hearted and that. And I'll help anybody, 100%. I'll give people
So you're okay with the C word as long as it's funny.
Yeah, it was. That's the thing, right? Because it said something, and I didn't expect it to come on stream and say, "Look," and I just heard it, and I was just fucking melting. And she come back on again and said something else. I had to hide behind a chair. I was fucking roaring, laughing, and nearly pissed myself. It was that funny. The fucking legend, his wife. She really is. I've never met her, but she's a fucking legend.
I agree that about the C bomb in particular. If you don't use it all the time, just use it when it's got maximum effect.
And that's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
Maximum effect to the T. I mean, I went downstairs and my mum was fucking roaring. She was watching Danny on telly. She went, "His wife, I need to meet. I bring her around for a cuppa. She's fucking legend." Or like, yeah, she's funny. Because my mum just sits and watches on TV. My mum just watches all the time. Just watch. But I'm going to wrap this stream up because I've been going 5 hours and 20 minutes, and I'm going to go to bed because I've done 4 streams today. I'm on the cusp of sleepness. Coover knows what I'm like.
You're a 5-hour sort of lass, aren't you?
Yeah, 2 minutes and a pump and a squirt, Coover.
What area that she's from, if she does 5 hours, that's a marathon.
Fucking is. They're not 2 minutes round here. I've told you the Kit Kat and the Quavers round here, Coover, and the knickers are off. You get them a bottle of wine, man. Helps you know, extras will send them all where I live.
You get them a bottle of wine yourself a week.
I like it. Anybody that's going to be serenaded, but they're happy to do it on the cheap.
Yeah.
Buy one, get one free, dear Coover. I'm telling you. Danny knows. Danny knows it's real.
I used to live.
Right, guys, I'm going to wrap this stream up. I just want to shout out to everybody that's come on tonight as guests. Jez, make sure we're checking Jez out. Covered at Three Spares Boys. Check Danny out on all socials. Kels, Renee, everybody that's been on tonight has been on with us since 12. It's a thank you. Big up to Danny for moderating in chat and keeping us safe. Yeah, again, absolute legend. Big up to Danny Rumsey's wife because she's a fucking legend too. Absolutely big up to each and every one. I haven't got a stream planned tomorrow, but I will be over on Lee Statham TV doing the Tottenham and West Ham game. Please check us out over there. And there's only one thing left to say. It's a goodbye from me.
Just quickly, and big up to all those people moderating because it makes a big difference on channels. You keep a strict rein on it. You cut out all the bullshit at source. Makes the channel so much better. So big up to each one of you.
Absolutely. Everyone that comes in and spends the time in here, big up to each and every one. So the one thing left to say, and it's a goodbye from me.
It's a goodbye from me.
And bye-bye.
It's bye-bye from Cougar. Again, guys, I'll be back Wednesday for the Arsenal Luton Town watch along. Big up to you all. Have a good rest of your Easter.
Big up.